So where I started having a distaste for Jay is after we broke him and Dame really fell out because of Cam and all them that the dumb stuff Cam did with the you know running around talking about he was gonna be the president of Roc-A-Fella and doing the Dipset anthem, two more for Cam for taking over the rock, you know, all the disrespect, the diss records, the videos, putting Jimmy Walker in the video, the Touch It or Not video, you know, all that caused a lot of distaste for Jay for people that was working with Dame. And me being that Dame brought me into Rockefeller, it, I fell on the sword because I was on Dame's side, right? Working with Dame, right? And traveling the world with Dame. So by the time everything was said and done and was gone and was over, Jay began, his blackballing of people that was on Dame's side or worked with Dame. This is why you seen people like, Dame brother Bobby Dash, who was working in radio, who was a radio promoter that everybody in the business knew. And he didn't just do Jay Z records. He did the State Prop records. He did Bleak records. He did Dipset records. Whoever was on Rockefeller, he been pushing records uh, for the brand for years. And he was blackballed. You never seen him be able to get another job as a radio promoter. You know why? Because Jay blackballing. Anybody had to do with Dame. Same thing with Dame. He got blackballed uh, because of Jay. Um, you know, he wasn't able to much success that Dame had as a CEO. As you can see, he was never able to go get a job at another record label. You see people like Jermaine Dupri go work at Epic. You seen Andre Harrell go from Uptown to go work for Motown. You seen Leo and them go from Def Jam to Warner Brothers. You seen Mike Kaiser go to Atlantic. And none of them outside of Leo was more successful than Dame as a CEO, but Jay blackballing, people because so many of y'all suck Jay-Z nuts. Um, Due to the fact of y'all think he got all this money and he's with Beyonce, y'all just nut ride him, and it's easy for him to say, "Oh, yo, if you put that person on, I'm not coming up there," or "Me and Beyonce ain't coming up there," or "I'm not letting nobody from Rock Nation come up there," or "We not doing no business with y'all if y'all deal with Choke, if y'all deal with Dame, if y'all deal with anybody that was affiliated with Dame." Right? This is why so many people hate Jay Z because many of us got blackballed through him having power in the industry. You know what I'm saying? So if you are Steve Stout or anybody affiliated with Steve Stout, if you anybody that's affiliated with the Leos or anybody that's close to Jay, if you coming through any of these systems or anybody is doing business with them, if Jay don't rock with you, then they not gonna rock with you. And the industry is a monopoly. So like when I was on the Breakfast Club and I did the Breakfast Club, and they ask me questions about Rockefeller and Jay, and I tell the truth, and they take 20 minutes out my interview because I'm talking about Jay Z, right? But they were if I ain't talking about Jay Z, they wouldn't have took out none of the interview, and then eventually took the whole interview down, right? Why? Because Charlotte Girl and Envious, they all suck off Jay-Z, right? They all want to hang out at Rock Nation, right?